Love this thing. Welcome back to the Canadian Gun Vault. We're going to be taking a closer look today at one of my all-time favorite handgun designs, the no longer produced LAR Grizzly pistol. Folks, this is an amazing gun. It's essentially a supersized 1911, and the man who designed it, Perry Arnett, was a genius. He insisted on mil-spec tolerances. Everything is really beefed up. There are some parts that are kind of interchangeable with the other 1911s that are out there, but for the most part, you've got some really big, slides, barrels. These guns were just a fantastic hunting piece back in the 80s, and some people took advantage of them, but there were only ever 15,000 of them produced. They made some 6.5-inch barrel ones, some 8-inch ones, and some 10-inch ones. They're really rare, but ultimately they only produced about 1,000 a year, and they went out of production sometime in the late 90s, finishing off with some 50 cal and some 44 versions as well. They were used for metallic silhouette competition shooting. I'm just going to load up another magazine here. And they use a cartridge called 45 Win Mag, which makes a little more juice, believe it or not, because of the extra frontal surface area than a 44 Magnum. It's a little known fact, this gun actually ruled the world as its most powerful production handgun for a short period of time before it was dethroned by the 50 AE. And for the people that use them, they love them. I understand a number of people were actually carrying these up in Canada as an item that they would use for bear defense. I don't know if the Grizzly name inspired people to do that, but shooting them here at the gongs is a real treat. Yeah. Ooh. All right, certainly a lot more pleasant than the Rossi shotgun pistol, but not too far behind. It does have rubberized grips, but the 1911 design really doesn't lend itself too well to recoil absorption. This gun is, like I said, a fantastic piece. They're usually coming in around a couple of $1,000s in Canadian. They're seeing them less and less often. They're really a terrifically underrated piece. Like I said, Perry Arnett was a genius. He ended up doing these interchangeable kits. So you could actually buy this kit, slap it on the gun, and you could shoot it in 357 Magnum, 10 millimeter, 45 Win Mag, of course. And then, of course, they also had the 44 Magnums in the 50s. But you could take the slide off this gun and put it onto any other one you wanted. And if you were lucky enough, and we just happen to have two here today, you could get one in 45 ACP, and this is one of my favorite versions of the gun to shoot. Gotta thank the collector that gave us the use of these guns for today. Really liking this one. Oop, that one got away from me. Oop. Yeah. It feels like a 45 caliber air gun in 45 ACP. Just makes use of a lighter spring, a different barrel, different extractor, and you're off into the races. You just slap that kit in and go. It's really a shame that they're no longer produced. I understand Perry's been floating around looking for somebody maybe to do that for him. I really do hope that somebody picks up on this design. It's, like I said, one of my all-time favorites. It's been used for handgun hunting and certainly for metallic silhouette competitions here in Canada, and I've been loving it. Big thanks, by the way, to X-Metal Targets for sending us this incredibly well-constructed tree. We're really digging it. I got to tell you, I'm always supportive of Canadian companies putting out good product, and that definitely qualifies. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this closer look at the LAR Grizzly, the king of 1911s. And as always, Canada, don't forget to shoot straight, stay safe.